everyone. Welcome to my editing presentation, which I originally gave in the technical editing course and am re-recording for the purposes of my professional profile. This is going to be a pretty short presentation. I think the requirement was 5 to 10 minutes for the course. So let's just jump right in. So a little background on this project. We were tasked to find a technical document that had not been published yet, so it was still able to be developmentally edited, perhaps, and we were supposed to go through it, provide comments back to the author, and then present our process and everything that we did in this short presentation. So let's get started. So the document that I edited has a long title. It's called The Comparison of Topological Clustering with Protein Networks Using Edge Metrics that Evaluate Full Sequence, Full Structure, and Active Site Microenvironment Similarity. It was authored by my friend Janelle Leuthäuser. She is a PhD student at Wake Forest University studying genetics. We met when I was also a PhD student at Wake Forest University. I was studying physiology and pharmacology, and that didn't last very long, but I made a couple lifelong friends while I was living there, and that helped me with this particular project. So, a little bit of background on the project. Janelle has partnered with people in the physics and computer science departments at Wake Forest to use computer models to look at proteins. So I don't know a lot about biology and about genetics and proteins and all of these things, but I do have a background in science. So Janelle was looking for an outsider to take a look at her paper, and I was looking for a technical document that I could edit for this project. And so it was good timing for both of us. We were able to kind of exchange, and then I gave her my edits at the end, and I hope it helped her. She certainly helped me. So it was a good exchange. So this was my editing plan, and is, in summary, my editing plan every time I do a copy edit or developmental edit on anything. I try to begin on paper unless the project or document or manuscript or whatever is too long to print. Then I don't. But if I can, I begin on paper, I print it out, and I read it through once on paper using different colored pens and highlighters for copy editing. And I just like having something to hold in my hands. It's a personal preference. It's not something I'm telling anyone that they should do. That's just what I like to do. So then using that, I create a style sheet using an outline that I worked with while I was a proofreading intern at a local publishing company back in the summer of 2014. And then I input everything into the digital document using track changes in Word. So that's the plan I follow every time I have any kind of editing to do, and it's been working pretty well so far. I like editing, so I enjoyed this project. I enjoyed this class. I like doing this stuff. So this was a screenshot of the abstract in my first version of the on-paper copy edit. Janelle then, after I told her, oh, I went through your paper once, she said, oh, I have an updated version. So she emailed me the updated version, and I moved on to that. But you'll see I was just sort of going through with a copy edit on this particular version. And it was in this version that I started marking the the words that I wanted to add to the word list in the I'm blanking on the word, the style sheet, in the style sheet. Sorry. So this is my on paper copy edit for the second version. You'll see most of the same things that I marked, except for the addition of the words that I added to the style sheet. I don't think she changed anything between the two versions, except that she double spaced. So that's the only big difference. Otherwise, it's pretty much the same between the two. The next thing that I did was I inputted all my comments into track changes in Word. So you'll see I have some comments on the side, and I don't think There wasn't a lot that I changed in text. I think I added like a couple hyphens or something. It was mostly comments because I had some spelling things that I wasn't sure about, and there was a couple words I didn't really like how she used them, and I just those are most of my comments. And then I also created a style sheet. This is just a screenshot of the very first part. In addition to this, there was also that word list that I was talking about. So this is based on a lot of the things that I used while I was a proofreading intern that I had to keep in mind for that. It's pretty basic Chicago Manual of Style stuff. So that's how that's those are the rules I used when I was editing her document. The other thing that we were tasked to record was any correspondence we had with the writer. So when I turned the project into Dr. Nord, I also included, I don't remember if I used screenshots or copied and paste. I included the email communications that I had with Janelle as well. But in this, I only included the text messages. We are good friends, so we text more than probably any other form of communication. So I just asked her some questions. She clarified some things for me. So it was very helpful to have her sort of at the tips of my fingers. I was able to ask her all these questions, and she had easy responses, and it was really nice. That's all I have. That was my editing plan. That was what I followed to edit that particular document and the general process I use when I am editing. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you took something from it, or at least enjoyed my highlighting and colors. Thank you.